have to do to become a buff?
So Biff wants to be a buff.
I forgot everything. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the pod. It's the Gamer Buff. I'm Jefferson Karps, and this guy next to me, the big bearded fuck, is the Gamer Buff. So Biff wanted to be a buff, and here he is. And we're going to talk some video game news this week. Dove, here's what I'm hearing. Say hi to the people, Dove.
Hi, people.
Introduce yourself a little bit.
I'm the Dove. I'm the Gamer Buff. We're going to call in these parts. I've played video games my whole goddamn life. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but that's my life. I love them, and that's what I do, so we're going to talk about them here.
And what do you got going on the channel? Two Hats and a Beard. You have a couple projects out there now that the people need to check out.
Absolutely. Most recently, College Bowl. We might be able to talk about that a little bit today, but College Bowl just came out. Great game. Go check it out. It's fucking amazing, man. Like, that game is what you always wanted in all the Madden franchises of old. So check it out, College Bowl.
And you can see it on there. So Dove's Digital Deep Dive, Gamer Reviews. He has an Indie Spotlight playlist. It's at Two Hats and a Beard. Now, Dove, in the news this week, I saw a story that your fellas at Ubisoft, they laid off, 30 some employees. And here's the thing. There's a lot of talk about all the things they're doing. They're doing Assassin's Creed Shadows. They have another Assassin's Creed on the way. Their CEO said that they're going to remake a whole lot of Assassin's Creeds. A lot of their worlds are very rich, he said, and they're going to remake all these Assassin's Creeds. But here's the problem, dude.
Yeah.
To me, it's all talk.
Yes.
And that's all it is. It's all talk. And what the hell's going on with Ubisoft? Because how are you going to make all this stuff when you just keep laying people off?
Dude, I 100% agree with you. I think we know that the games are not going to be as good and as mind-blowing as they were originally because, like we were talking about earlier, the first time you play the game and there's that twist at the end of the first game, it's amazing. It's like, holy shit, man, I can't believe it. Like, wow. They even had a nice little twist in the second, but after that, it's like, stop trying to twist. Stop trying to make the game bad. They're not going to do anything revolutionary here. It's just going to be a little revamp, HD, and it's just going to be the same game as old. You could just buy the old ones now, and it's going to be the same experience. They're just trying to get people to subscribe, Jeff. That's what it is. That's all it is. At the end of the day, they're trying to get you to pay them $10 to $15 a month, and that's the first thing.
And speaking of them and their subscriptions, there's a game, Rocksmith, and there's a new game, Rocksmith Plus. And I say game, but it's not a game. It's guitar lessons, right? Or piano lessons.
Yeah.
And what do they do? Because this game is supposed to be up, but you said something. It's just it's a trial.
Oh yeah, it's a trial. It's a demo, whatever you want to call it. It is not a fucking free game. That's what really pissed me off about this. They labeled it Rocksmith Plus free, and I'm like, holy crap! I still got the old connection from the old game. Yeah, and you're right. It is just lessons, but let's put that aside. I was excited, plugged it in, was ready to go, and then it's like, hey, if you want to play the actual game, you got to pay us $150 a year to play the whole game.
It's ridiculous. I don't listen. I'm offering go learn an instrument. That's fine, but Rosetta Stone is not a video game.
No,
and neither is Rocksmith Plus. And you take a look at the subscriptions. Pay for this, pay for that. Ubisoft tried to get into NFTs. It did not go well. It's not going well.
No,
but
it's an horrible idea for a game.
The situation here, to me, this is what I'm seeing. You had the COVID boom in the gamer world, and that was basically, COVID, nobody's working, everybody's at home, and what are we going to do? We're going to play video games.
Exactly.
And the video game world went nuts. And since people have had to go back to work and they can't play as many games, all of a sudden now you see subscribe for this, pay extra for that, where you're paying, you're not getting by on how good you are at a game or how much time you commit to it. You're getting by with how much extra shit you can pay for. And I think it's because of the post-COVID boom.
Oh, that is a huge part of it. I mean, like, they overproduced and they thought everything was going to be great from that point on. You could see places like Microsoft, for instance, they just started buying up developers. And that's what I think the other part of it is. All these big companies and big publishers started buying up developers, and like they could not hold them. They buy all these developers, but they don't have the resources to manage them and to pay for the games and the production that they need and how they operate. They all come in and are like, hey, this is how Microsoft does it. This is how you're going to do it from now on. And that might be great for Microsoft and Microsoft's games, but it doesn't always work for Arcane Lions Games, who made a fantastic Hi-Fi Rush, and then they get their fucking asses handed to them. I'm sorry, Arcane Austin, and then they get fired a day after a fucking amazing launch of a game. They're fucking idiots. They get FOMO, they overbuy, and then they can't handle it, and they cut studios. Ubisoft is the first of many. These rebrandings are going to be crap. I'm not looking forward to Shadow. I'm not looking forward to Star Wars Outlaws. I'm going to tell you right now, I might boycott that mother effer because you overpaid for the IP. It's not my fault.
And yeah, they overpaid, and gamers everywhere are the ones paying for it. Mm-hmm. So you either pay for it or you move on and say, forget that game. And that's why you're such a big indie guy. And
100%.
If I can put you on the spot, I know you did a review earlier this week. Let's just talk about that indie game of the week if you can.
Absolutely.
Before we get out of here, because the thing is amazing, and they're doing great work. And these people will get back to you. They'll respond to your questions, right? Your complaints, anything. Really cool developer. What do you got to say about College Bowl?
College Bowl. It's just an amazing game. Super Pixel Games took just about as much time as they did on Legend Bowl, and they made this an actual college game. You can actually take Legend Bowl and upload some college teams, and you can get that experience. But the College Bowl puts the whole college twist on it, both in the off season, like how you discipline your players, also, and the schedules are totally different from college to professional. Same with the off seasons, and the plays are huge. They're totally different from pro to college, and College Bowl knows what the hell they're doing. It's not just a reskin or a rebrand. It's a great game.
Yeah, and even beyond that, like everything about just the look of it, the broadcasting, you got shit going on the sidelines, like in the back of the end zone. Like everything is really cool, and it takes you back. It's got that retro feel.
100%.
Right? They're Super Pixel games, So I mean, it's got that like kind of Tecmo type RBI baseball feel to it. It's a really cool thing that they're doing, and it needs to gain some momentum.
Oh man, I agree. Go check it out. If you're too scared of it, if you're afraid, play Legend Bowl. You want to play a pro style, go play Legend Bowl. That's amazing. But College Bowl, I tell you, it's worth the update. It's that good.
It's out on Steam.
Yeah,
that's great.
That's
dude.
the place to go.
Good for them. And if you want Dove to check out your game, if you're coming up with a game, if you're indie, reach out to this guy. All right, go to our channel, Two Hats and a Beard. Remember to check out Dove's Digital Deep Dive. Remember to check out the Indie Spotlight. Nobody's doing it better right now than the Beard, Dove Larson. He is the gamer buff. And we'll do it again in a week.
Let's do it.
All right. Thanks, Dove. Thanks, everybody.